Guys, welcome to Joe Ciminera Presents. I'm Joe Ciminera. Today we're going to be talking just a little bit about product placement. The old saying, if you don't have any money, you don't have a movie. And a lot of that's true. No matter how you try to keep it economically feasible to film a movie, and you try to keep those budgets so low to the ground, the bottom line is you're going to need something to produce the film. Most of the times it's to pay an editor, even if you're skilled enough or you want to learn how to hold the camera yourself. So let's talk a little bit about how you get some of that money. I think one of the worst ways of getting money, and people might argue with me with this, is getting an actual investor who thinks that they're going to get a good return on their investment. Because short of hitting the lottery, the movie business is filled with so much uncertainty. It's just mind-blowing. And to really be able to guarantee an investor, unless you have a track record of distribution, you've done this before a few times, stuff like that, it's, that old saying, well, I'm a private investor, I'm a silent investor, becomes very unsilent, when he or she doesn't see a return on their investment. So what I like to do is work with brands, because there's always the understanding that, the brand is going to be advertised on the show. It's going to air on X amount of stations, and here's the reach, here's the social media push. And you don't feel so obligated that, you have to get this money back to the investor. You have to get this money back to the investor. So it's, and the sponsor doesn't care if the movie does good or not. They just want the reach. So, what's the first steps in raising sponsorships? I mean, I get messages all day long regarding that. And it's really, there's no hidden formula. I mean, there's kind of a way to do things. I talk about that in the course and my book, but, I'll give it to you straight here. I think you always have to go either after the marketing department, or you have to go after the owner of that particular brand. Those are the two ways that you're gonna be able to pitch your idea. And also, I do want to say, I never tell anybody to subscribe to the channel, but if I'm going to keep making these videos, I would like to see the channel grow. So please hit the subscribe button. And also, if anybody wants to schedule a conversation with me or a phone call, you could reach out to my promoter, and he'll set you up with a time to talk and stuff like that. So going back to the product placement, it's not hard to raise sponsorships for movies. I've been doing it for well over 20 years, and I think that TV shows and movies are just a perfect fit for product placement. So what's the best way to get money? What's the best way to get money for? I mean, literally, if you're doing a movie on, let's just say, a fight scene, and the fight scene happens in a freshly built construction set, right there, Home Depot, Lowe's is a good fit. Why? You'll have one of their products, their insulation or something in the background. So it's that kind of strategic planning. I especially, I think in these times, filmmakers need to become great business people, not just filmmakers. And you have to try to recap. I like to recap the investment right from the beginning, even before it goes into distribution, because that way in the distribution process, whatever I make from a film is sort of gravy. It's just residual income. We always talk about that residual income with films. And that's what you want to see. But to pay back the initial investment from that residual income, I mean, I've had movies that have made a lot of money every month for, a couple of years, and then it sort of gets gassed out. And I've had some that have flopped from the very beginning. So I always like to try to get my financial, return back in the beginning through some kind of product placement, through some kind of sponsorship. And it's not hard. It really is not. Food is probably one of the best things that you can do. I mean, you have someone eat at a certain restaurant, you have someone drinking up a bottle of wine or a bottle of beer, or even a bottle of water. They're jogging with the water. They're jogging with the water cup, the new and improved water jugs that you see 1,000 of them out